Of all the actors that ever walked down Hollywood's boulevard, none have endured a legacy as long and dramatic as Russian immigrant and former child star LouieBiggins III. From the earliest days of cinema production, Louie the Kid captured the hearts and imaginations of those who dared to watch him on the silver screen. Movies as we know them today are America's escape from reality. They show us worlds and stories that are beyond our wild imagination. They are an expression of art and creativity. The impact of movies has been tremendous to say the least. Lou was a pioneer in shaping and creating this brave new world of this time period. However, this is not to say that Lou lived the quintessential life of a superstar. The advent of new technology and the rapidly changing film industry plagued Lou's career as he tried to helplessly adapt. Biggins would have to face his inner demons in order to ensure his longevity within Hollywood's dog-eat-dog world. This is the true Hollywood story of LouieBiggins.
Her life's ambition was to be a star. Never recovers the public
LouieBiggins III was born in Soviet Russia to his Native American father and his father's Jamaican housemaid. After emigrating to the United States at the age of 3 to adopt a life in theater, upon his parents' wishes, he gave up this lifestyle after he watched what he considered to be the most inspirational form of art he had ever witnessed. This film went on to define Biggins not only as an actor, but also how he lived. When Biggins started his career as Louie the Kid at age 6 in 1911, the movie industry was a mere fabrication of what it is today. Cameras only shot 24 frames per second and were operated by a crank. This is Vladimir Vasquez, Louie's longtime friend.
Louie wasn't like other actors of his time. You really felt his presence. The lack of sound and color was difficult for most actors to portray their characters effectively to the audience. I guess that is why audiences clung to his performance, even as a child, in films such as Louie the Kid. Unfortunately, in the following decade, with the invention of sound in cinema, Louie's tough guy attitude did not transfer well to this new medium, as evidenced in Louie the Kid Part 2.
What you want, fool? Huh? I want to mess you up. I'm gonna mess you up. I'm talking. You don't even know. You don't even know. Cause I'm like that. I'm Louie the Kid. I'm Louie the Kid. Don't you forget it. You know, man, I'm gonna mess your day up. You don't even know. I'm strong. What do you want? Get out of my face! Just get out! Louie the Kid.
The introduction of color to the big screen brought even more attention to the movie industry, as films like Gone with the Wind and The Wizard of Oz hit the big screen. And although this newfound technology enhanced Lou's career, it also brought on problems of obsession and vanity into his personal life. Due to his rather pale complexion, Lou felt he was at a disadvantage with the rest of the Californians. Soon Lou began tanning at an unhealthy basis. Because of his obsessive disorder, later classified as tanorexia, he became a notorious icon of how fame can corrupt an individual. The severity of Lou's condition worsened as he also developed a need to consume copious amounts of Campbell's tomato soup. The paparazzi found out about this and exploited the situation. Louie, how's the fair going? What do you drink? What's that? Are you drinking? What?
Don't.
It's really painful. You like cry every single night. I mean, you just need that soup. Granted, he's the only person I know that's ever been addicted to tomato soup. It kind of goes against the whole, like, living thing. Tomato soup's actually good for you. I don't really see how you can get addicted to it. I mean, the doctors say it doesn't make sense. But nevertheless, every time I ran into him, I mean, he had a little bit of tomato soup just on his lips, and then all over his shirt. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. But well, yeah, like I'm saying, tomato soup's kind of healthy for you. I don't know why. I don't know how he died from it. I mean, honestly, I think it was the skin cancer he got from tanning so much. But I mean, if the doctors want to say it's tomato soup, it's probably tomato soup. I just think it's probably that skin cancer. I mean, that was bad too.
In the 70s and 80s, the technology of color film stock and sound mixing greatly improved, and this led to more diverse narrative options. Lou spent the remainder of these years appearing in such films. In the late 80s, Lou's addiction took a turn for the worse, largely due to his tomato soup problems. And although he was the only recorded case of addiction to a Campbell's product, the facts are undisputable. However, many scientists say these ideas contradict with the basic principles of life and death. They claim that, if anything, the soup would have prolonged his lifespan, and while autopsies conclude that his death was the case of a severe case of untreated skin cancer, it's clear that it was only a byproduct of his soup addiction. After his death in the early 90s, computer-generated images, or CGI, began to infiltrate the film market. Movies like Jurassic Park and Terminator 2 set the precedent for special effects to come. Out of respect for Biggins' long and plentiful career, a studio decided to pay homage to him by using his likeness in a low-budget CGI monster movie. While this movie undoubtedly tanked, Lou's legacy was still left untainted. From the early days of cinema to the inventions of sound and color, film, as Biggins did, will continue to change to meet the demands in an ever-changing industry. Lou will forever be missed. I love you, Lou.
I'm on a low budget. Yes, I'm on a low